Today in Icelanders, we are going to get to work on our very first mega base on the nuked Mooshroom Islands, where last episode TimBpirate finally set foot on his homeland. What's going on, everybody? My name is TimBnice and welcome back to another episode here on my Minecraft world, where we're still here at the gold farm, and as you can see from my levels, 519. We've been very busy actually. I brought my beacon up here so I don't starve to death. I have regeneration going. And I need to show you all of this gold. Look at this. All of these chests are completely full of gold nuggets. We have a whole shulker box of gold blocks. We have some in here. And this is full for piglin trading, which is what we're going to work on today. And then, yeah, after we're done, we are going to go work on the mega... How did you... Hello? How did you get here? How did you spawn? Where did you spawn at? There's no places for you to spawn around here. What? I'm so confused. Can they spawn in between these blocks? No, they can't do that. Where did he go? Where did he go? Did he go back here? Excuse me, sir. You are not allowed to be here. Where did they spawn at? But anyway, I guess it's time to get to work on this. So, as you can see, not much has changed. I added these slabs, these stairs, and then the gold pressure plates down here to what I thought would keep things from spawning. Obviously, that's not happening. I don't know. Oh, I bet he spawned on top of this shulker box. That's what it was. Okay, so what we need to work on right now is we need to work on the storage system for all of the piglin trades, which are at this moment just going into this chest. And I think I've got the right heights going here. And if not, it's too late because this is where we're going to put it. Okay, so I think this area is going to be big enough. So what we need to do now is we need to go up here, and under this chest we need to add a way for all of our items to get shot out on top of the ice, just like we do up here with all of the item sorters like this. Okay, so a bit of a change of plans. Instead of having all the ice up here and pistons pushing the items along, I'm just going to use hoppers. And I'm going to go with 6 double chests for each of the items that we want to keep. Obviously, I don't really want to keep everything like all the iron nuggets and stuff. But I mainly want the obsidian and the crying obsidian for our mega base. Okay, and there you have it. We're all done. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on for the very first time with you guys. So all we have to do is go down here and push a little button. And then make sure this is... off. We want that off. That locks that hopper back there, which will eventually kill the system after a while. So let's see, we need to push this button, and of course they all get their gold. And then if we come down here, hang on, we'll wait till we see them drop their trades. Okay, so let's go down here. So this one is for crying obsidian, forget all the different things, and then this one down here is just for everything else, just to catch all. But everything else, like here's the gravel, and here's ender pearls, leather, we got string, quartz, more quartz, and then of course we got our crying obsidian and obsidian. So I'm going to go ahead and AFK here for just a bit and see how much of this stuff I can actually get, and then we'll go get to work on the mega base. Real quick, I just want to show you a comment from Sam from last episode. He said, "Wow, that video was just so amazing. I get the same amount of enjoyment from these videos as channels with millions of subscribers, if not more. Respect on the effort and time too. All the animating and building does sure take a long time. And that end was definitely a great cliffhanger if I ever seen one." Well, Sam, thank you very much for that comment. It really does mean a lot to me, and I'm just so glad that people actually get enjoyment out of my videos. So down here below we have all kinds of good stuff now from these piglins. Man, this is a lot. And this is what I'm most interested in right here, the crying obsidian and the regular obsidian. We are going to need so much of this for our mega base. Speaking of mega base, we need to get to work. And just like that, we are back at Pirate Lamp Cove, and man, I miss this place so much. Guys, even though we are starting with the mega base today, this place is not done. We still have a lot of work to do here as well. I mentioned docks down here below, and we might add some more lanterns eventually. But let's head on over here, because what we need to get is we need a whole bunch of glass for today's little project and for the start of our mega base. Uh-oh, where's the glass? Is that all I have, really? Oh, good, we got some here. We're probably gonna have to go up and get some from our villagers as well, but I have some here, and we're also gonna have to go find some sea pickles because I need lime dye. This is so much better than mining sand and then smelting it. Oh man, this goes by so quick too. Villagers are overpowered. Look at this, 4 shulker boxes of glass, all filled up. Fantastic. So you guys are awesome, thank you very much, except for you. You have no glass trade. I mean, what good are you? Except you do have sharpness 5. I guess that's the only reason that you're alive, sir. I don't know if this is going to be enough or not. We may have to come back here for more glass eventually. But right now, let's go get us some lime dye. And I seem to have lost 528 levels to a spider. And we're going to completely ignore the fact that that is completely embarrassing. And we are going to get to work on our mega base. Check it out. I have 4 shulker boxes of lime stained glass. And I have a whole shulker box of lime carpets and torches. And no, my base is not going to be made out of lime glass or lime carpet or heads. I have a lot of heads in here. It's kind of creepy. Alright, I am ready to go. I am super excited to get back to the Mooshroom Island and start to work on our mega base. And I'm hoping that we'll even be able to run into TimBpirate once we get there. And the Mooshroom Island is off in that direction, about 5,000 blocks. Yeah, 5,000 blocks. It's gonna be a long journey. Very long journey. You know, maybe we don't need a mega base. We could just stay here. We could just live on the ship. Maybe we could just live up there. Maybe I could just be a villager. I guess before I go, I do need to tell my sheep goodbye. Goodbye, sheep. Goodbye, bees. Goodbye, flower. Goodbye, carrot. Oh, and would you look at that? It's time to go to bed now. I guess I'll take the journey in the morning. Alright. Enough fooling around. Let's get on to the Mooshroom Islands. And here we are, and this is a huge Mooshroom Island that we came to on episode 1, when I kind of revealed some of my plans for my mega base. And there's 2 ginormous Mooshroom Islands. I don't know if I've ever seen Mooshroom Islands this big before, but check it out. Now, this one over here is actually the smallest one, and I think it's the one that I'm actually going to build my base on because it's flatter and easier to build on. So if you remember the story, this was once home of TimBpirate, before he became a pirate, obviously. But yes, this was his home, and it was once lush and green. It had trees and families, and people living in blissful immortality. But one day an evil empire looked on their immortal souls, and decided they wanted immortality for themselves. And when they finally found out that they could not obtain immortality, they nuked TimBpirate's island, which is where we're standing right now. And you can see evidence of the nuclear radiation everywhere. There's brown mushrooms, red mushrooms, very tiny mushrooms, mushrooms on cows. And if you look close enough, you can even see radiation effects coming off the ground. So how are we going to cure this island? Well, humans can't fix the problem. Pirates won't be able to fix the problem either. And cows, they can't do anything. So just like any good movie, whenever the plot sucks, you have to include aliens, which is what we're gonna do. We're gonna add a giant alien spaceship above our island here, and the spaceship and the aliens are actually going to remove all the nuclear waste from this island. But we're not really gonna work on that today. First, we are going to work on Ground Zero, where the nuke actually hit the island. So that's why we went and got all of the lime dye and the glass, because we are going to make a giant fog effect area here on this island to simulate a nuclear ground zero. And so if you're confused about this backstory at all, then I'm going to put a link in the description for the video wherever we did the animations and told the story of TimBpirate and his little backstory. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description and in a pinned comment as well. So the first order of business is all of these mushrooms have to go, at least the ones that are in the center of the island. Then I guess we can start mapping out where we want our fog effect to go. So I think this is gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna time lapse this really quick. Okay, so most of the mushrooms are gone out of the middle of the island. We may have to remove a few here and there on the sides. But I do have a question, and I really do need an answer. So if you wouldn't mind, let me know in the comments. But do these mushrooms actually grow into those on their own without bone meal? I really don't know, so let me know in the comments. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to mark out the edges of the nuclear blast zone for our fog effect area, and I'm just going to use a shovel. I think I'm just going to go along and mark out the edges kind of like this. And then we'll get to work on digging it out and putting in all of the glass and torches and lime carpets. This is going to be a big project. Okay, so I've been aimlessly wandering around just doing this, trying to get a shape kind of in my mind and then flying up here and looking at it. And I want to show you the progress that I made so far. And so this is what it's going to look like. This is going to be the inside of it right here. So all this will be our fog effect. And it's going to be like a giant blast crater almost. So it looks kind of weird right now, but I think once I get it all done, it'll look a little bit better. Okay, I'm not done yet, but you can kind of see a little bit more of what it's going to look like. Oh man, this is going to look so cool. And I'm definitely going to have to get more glass. I totally underestimated the scale of this fog effect area that I was going to do. So I'm going to need to do so much more trading with the villagers and getting some of those sea pickles. It's going to be a lot of work. Oh my gosh, that is going to look so awesome when it's all filled in with glass and everything. Oh man, it's going to look good. And you know, for not even really planning out the shape, it turned out fantastic. I might have to do a little bit of, you know, editing around with it, like maybe over there. I don't know, that looks okay, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I guess I'm just going to start digging this thing out. But I realized that I forgot a beacon, so I guess I'm going to go grab a beacon before I start digging. Okay, if my calculations are correct, this should take us straight to the Mooshroom Islands. This doesn't look like a Mooshroom Island. Guess I did my math wrong. But this one should be correct. Let's go inside. Yes! Oh, perfect. Perfect! Oh, this is exactly... I couldn't have done this any better! Can't believe I did something right in Minecraft for a change. We'll just totally ignore the fact that I failed the first time. So now that I have my beacon, let's go ahead and let's dig this out. Oh wow, guys, I have bitten off completely more than I can possibly chew for one episode. This thing is just absolutely crazy. I wasn't expecting it to be this big. I mean, this is my first time making a mega base, so I mean, you gotta cut me some slack, right? But check this out. So we've only dug down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Guys, we have to go down 28 blocks for this fog effect to work. So this is definitely going to be a bigger grind than I was even possibly remotely considering. And I got 4 shulker boxes of glass. That's definitely not gonna work. It's not even gonna make a dent in this area. None at all. And villagers, I don't know if I can get that much glass from my villagers. It would take months to get that many. I only have 7 villagers. So I think we're actually gonna have to do the unthinkable, and that's mine for sand. But not this episode, of course. We're going to wait for maybe a live stream. I think that's a good live stream thing to do. Oh, and you probably saw this in my hotbar. This is Audie Raybird's head. She came and helped me mine out all of this area. And before she left, I chopped off her head. Well, I mean, you can't blame me. I gotta add this to my collection. I mean, it's so darn cute. This episode is getting really weird. So a big thank you to her because she saved me a lot of time mining all this out by myself. Speaking of time, we are out of time for this episode. I know it's really a short episode, but I have had, if you've been keeping up with me on social media, I have had a lot of work and a lot of IRL things going on. And I am out of time for this episode, and I really hope you guys like it, and I hope you're excited about this mega base. Before I go, I want to say thank you to everybody for being patient with me and for going on this journey with me building my very first mega base. It's very exciting, and I hope you guys are going to like it. Anyway, guys, take care and be nice. Oh, wait. There. Be nice.